So this is not the end. This is not the end for Bitcoin, even after we saw this parabolic move type of scenario which played out here in price action yesterday. We came around this 21,000, destroying all the price target which we talked for this month of January. And now the price of Bitcoin is showing this exhaustion. Is it normal? Is it normal to see this kind of exhaustion after this kind of parabolic move here in price action of Bitcoin? We are going to talk about all of this one by one and also going to destroy this chart one by one. But before I jump into the content, please destroy that like button. And for those individuals watching this for the first time, come on guys, hit that subscribe button and the bell. So looking at this here in a weekly time frame, I am going to keep it very simple. If we look at this scenario, this exact scenario which was considered bearish a couple of days ago is reflecting a different movement now. I mean, the price of Bitcoin has always found bottom when we approach the lower band from this logarithmic curve line. Yes, only after price found proper support at this logarithmic curve band, the lower line area, only after that we started this actual market phase type of scenario for Bitcoin. But now if you look at this indicator here to the downside, the RSI here in a weekly time frame, the RSI also gave us a indication, because whenever the RSI line was around oversold area, it did indicated the market for the upcoming days could be favoring the bulls, even though it was not the actual bottom. I mean, the price after this downtrend showed this relief rally before showing another corrective movement towards the lower band area. You can see RSI line was around oversold area, which reflected the market might see this relief rally, massive relief rally, before getting attracted towards the lower band area. Each and every time the RSI line was around oversold area, we had this really nice relief rally before price got attracted towards the bottom line, and also before we started this actual market phase type of scenario. So in our case, if you look at this RSI line, the RSI line around oversold area, which is reflecting us in the past price action, we had a very nice and also very massive relief rally before price got gravitated towards the lower band area, and also before finding actual bottom, because the bottom was in only after price tested the support from this lower band area. In our case, if you look at this carefully, we are still above the lower band area. We are forming a very similar scenario just like from the past price action. So what I'm trying to show you here is that in the upcoming days, maybe the market could be favoring the bulls, but the bottom is only in when we find proper support above this, or proper support around this lower band area. So for the upcoming weeks, the market might be favoring the bulls before price again starts showing this weakness and also getting attracted towards this lower band area. And if that happens, then even this weekly scenario would make a lot of sense. Yes guys, the price here in a weekly time frame is forming this so-called falling wedge. Falling wedge is a bullish scenario, and this weekly is even more bullish. But what I said to you yesterday, the price in the medium short term could show impulsive movement, but what we have to take into consideration, this upper line from this falling wedge in the past price action has rejected the price couple of times. So in the medium short term, even if we are going to see this relief rally here for the upcoming days, which could bring us around this upper line area from this falling wedge, we have to be careful, because after that the price could show one more leg down, and only after that start with this new market phase like this. Because if that is going to happen, even this scenario here according to this logarithmic curve is going to play out perfectly. So what I'm trying to indicate here is that in the medium short term, if the price of Bitcoin is going to show some weakness, we are still expecting this trend to get gravitated around the upper line area from this falling wedge, and also at the end get attracted towards the lower band area from this logarithmic growth curve. Because we know guys, we know if that is going to happen, then the market looks ready for this new impulsive movement, and not just only according to this falling wedge, not just only according to this logarithmic curve that in the upcoming days the market could favor the bulls, but also according to this moving averages. Yes guys, this 50 weekly moving average and 21 weekly moving average is also pointing us that in the upcoming days the market, if we are lucky, the market could get attracted towards this 50 weekly moving average before it chooses a trend duration, because in that case guys, in that case the price is going to continue this uptrend. We could be getting gravitated towards the upper line area from this falling wedge, and also the relief rally type of scenario after the oversold RSI will play out perfectly before price starts showing another weakness, right? This, right? And then after some consolidation, range bound, start an actual market phase. And I know I have already said you guys plenty of time in the videos, the end of 2023, the Q4 could be the beginning of a new bull market, and everything is lining up with that perfectly. So let us not FOMO, because you know opportunity is always going to come. So now forget the weekly scenario. Let's focus on what's happening here in a 4-hour time frame, because in a smaller time frame the price after this massive movement is showing exhaustion. Exhaustion after this kind of parabolic move is very, very normal. And price, guys, price has also destroyed all the target placed from this CPR indicator. CPR is a leading indicator. It gives us information beforehand, and that's why I say to you very clearly, this CPR line should be respected. And now you can see guys, the price has reached all the target line, and also this same line here, the R3 line, R2 line is going to be acting as a very, very strong line of support if we would see any sort of a further exhaustion here in price action of Bitcoin. 17,800 R1 line, 19,151 R2 line. These lines are definitely going to be a very, very important line of support. So what I want you guys to understand, in the medium short term, we could see some exhaustion. We could also see some sort of a price retracement, but we know it is normal. Why? Because even this Bollinger Band squeeze, after this upper band breakout, there could be some sort of a retracement like this, retracement towards this center line, right? Before price again finds bottom, consolidates, and continues this uptrend. Because I showed you here in a bigger time frame, whenever we have seen this RSI line around oversold area, the market after that has showed some really, really nice relief rally before starting another leg down scenario. So that's why, even though we know there might be another leg down, there might be another lower low forming for Bitcoin, but for the upcoming days, upcoming week, I am expecting the price of Bitcoin to continue this bullishness until we reach the target around this upper line area from this falling wedge and even this 50 weekly moving average. And now guys, now even this scenario played out perfectly, because I showed you in the past price action this rising trend line. Each and every time since 2018 this rising trend line has been tested. After that, we have seen some very nice parabolic move playing out, and I even showed you with this magnet the next area of confluence here to the upside is going to be somewhere around 19,000 19,300. Price came around that area, pierced through it, and now we could be also witnessing another similar movement just like here from the past price action. I am not going to be bullish like this, right? I think the market could test 25 to even around 30,000 before showing another leg down type of scenario. That could be on the line, guys, but for now the market is clearly favoring the bulls. And even if we are going to see any sort of exhaustion in the medium short term, we know we are building some very strong support for Bitcoin. The exact line what we have here around 19,000 is going to be another very, very strong line of support for Bitcoin, along with this CPR lines. And not just only this, guys, not just only this, even if you look at this here right now in a daily time frame, the price of Bitcoin is forming this descending broadening wedge, where the upper line acted as a strong line of resistance, lower line as a support. Yes guys, lower line acted as support, upper line acted as resistance. But now if you look at this carefully, what can you see? The price could retest the previous temporary resistance line. Yes, the previous temporary resistance line could be tested one more time before it shows another movement trying to break above it. So in the medium short term, if the price manages to remain above this upper line area from the descending broadening wedge, which could be around 19,900 19,800, it's okay guys, it's okay to see this movement. But if we find support, then I strongly believe the upcoming days could be, even the weeks could be favoring the bulls. But if we break above this key line support here, then expect the price of Bitcoin to show a movement where we could be getting gravitated around these two trend lines. Yes, one here is this parabolic curve line, another one is this rising trend line. The rising trend line could be clearly seen as a support, right? It is clearly a support line for Bitcoin. Any sort of a retracement, this parabolic line or this rising trend line is going to act as a support. But even if we see another retracement, as I just showed you, failing to find support at this upper line area and price coming even lower, in that case, we will be looking at this parabolic curve line support area. So this parabolic curve line support area could bring the price again below 19,000, but that is okay, guys, because as I've already said you, along with this previous confluence areas here around 19,000 to 18,000, we have some very, very strong support line lining for Bitcoin, and this is also a sign that the upcoming days could be favoring the bulls because the price has reached a monthly R3 line, and monthly R3 line most of the time gets reached only when the trend is ready for this new impulsive movement for the coming month. So let's hope the price does remain above this 18 to 19,000, because remaining above that means the price could still continue this uptrend, still follow this parabolic scenario, which is still indicating the market has plenty of room here to the upside before showing another corrective movement. And also, guys, also before I conclude this video, if you are unaware of my Twitter account, it's Crypto Anup. Feel free to follow me there. And yesterday, guys, we managed to get almost 1,250 likes. Thank you very much. This kind of like, this kind of comment definitely gives me motivation, because you know, a video like this takes a lot of time, takes a lot of energy, but also the feedback from you guys definitely means a lot. Thank you very much, and this is it for today. If you enjoyed my work, if you like what you saw, then please destroy that like button, and for those individuals watching this for the first time, hit the subscribe button and the bell. Now, by saying this, I'm signing out. My name is Anup. Bye bye.